Let's take a trip down memory lane to supersize and grow your business. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, and our idiom, our expression today is down memory lane. Now, this was made popular in 1924 primarily by a song written by Bud DeSelva, I think the words were, and then the music was by Larry Spear and Con Conrad. So it was a really popular song of the time. And it just reminds us that sometimes we look back at the past with nostalgia and with good memories. Other times we look back at the past and not such good memories. What does this have to do with growing and building and supersizing our business? I work with a lot of different businesses and a lot of different companies and in a lot of different industries over the decades that I've been involved in business. And it's interesting to talk to different business owners and be inside of different businesses and listen to the conversations and the culture and the words that people use to describe what they're doing, their jobs, their day-to-day activities, and things like that. You can tell pretty quickly a lot about the company by having conversations with people, not just around the water cooler, but just people in different areas and aspects of the business, how they feel about their jobs, how they do things, why they do things. One of my favorite questions is to ask people why they do things a certain way. And if they say, well, it's because it's the way we've always done it, then I know that there's huge opportunities in that organization for change and growth and opportunities to perform even better in the future, especially if they're performing well now. A lot of organizations have a cash cow. I mean, cash cows are awesome, but just like anything else, cash cows die out too as times change. COVID taught us that in a very big way, that one instant you can be in a very profitable, thriving business, and the next week you can actually be shut down. Heck, the next day for some businesses. So we want to focus on the things that we learned from the past, the lessons that we learned, and the things that we can improve on going forward. But we don't want to be stuck living in the past. We've all met people like that, especially if you go back to your high school reunions. You know, there's people that are still living as if they're still in high school, some 40 and 50 years later. So relying on outdated and strategies or past practices that worked in the past, so every day you see it online. You'll see people using strategies that are just, they make you cringe because you know that they're so old. You can't believe people are still teaching people, or people are still modeling other people that are using these outdated strategies to get attention, to market or to sell or to promote their products and services. It's almost embarrassing. And then I think back to 10 or so years ago when I was trying it on and doing the same things because I didn't know better. And once we know better, we do better. So we have to remember to keep up with the times, that things are always changing. You know, it's why I'm always pushing people to have an online presence. There are still millions and millions of businesses that have zero online presence. And the days of being able to do that and continue to thrive and grow are becoming smaller and smaller, or fewer and fewer days that we'll be able to do that. So I'd love to know your experience with the idiom and the expression down memory lane. Do you ever take a trip down memory lane? I do periodically, and I like to make sure they're positive trips, but sometimes I find, we're talking about thought triggers in the annual challenge today, and I realized that a lot of my personal thought triggers tend toward the negative, and I suspect a lot of people do, because we live in such a negative society and negative world right now that there's so much focus on the negative that's what pops up in our minds as well. So I am purposefully taking positive trips down memory lane today. I encourage you to do the same. Share in the comments below your experience with this idiom or expression. Have you seen it play out in your business and in your life? And I will be with you tomorrow with another interesting mental well-being related idiom for this month, the month of March. Have an awesome day, and I'll be with you tomorrow.